Don't think anybody is here yet. Yeah, looks like I'm all by myself. Oh, somebody's watching. Who else is here? Whoever's here, can you hear me? Put on my headphones for a second so I can see if I can hear myself. Eight and Skate, welcome. Hello. Hello, hello. Yes, okay, cool. Just never know when you're by yourself. Look, come on, camera. There you go. All right. We got two people here. Pretty good for a Friday night, I guess. We're going up against the ACVA podcast. And you can see Odin very lonely and disappointed there with no throne to stand on. So we are here to remedy that. Did anybody else pull the trigger on this amazing diorama piece? Playset, I guess you might want to call it. It just went up today on Toy.Blocks Etsy site. So go check that out if you are interested. This thing's pretty massive, so it's not cheap. And the one that I'll be opening was early production model, so the new version is supposed to be a little bit cleaner. So just keep that in mind when you're watching it. Won't waste any more of your time. I'll go ahead and I'm just going to step off camera and start opening the box. Okay, I got my box knife over here. I did do a precursory check when I first got the box just to make sure that it wasn't smashed or anything like that. But other than that, nothing has come out of the box other than some paper. Very well packed. Toy.Blocks lives in Florida and I live in Washington, so we can't really get any further away from each other. So I think if it survived that far, unless I lived in Alaska, of course, but going from Florida to Washington and not having any issues with shipping, I don't think anybody should need to worry about that. Like I said, very well packed. Uses tons of paper and bubble wrap. So don't really have any instructions yet. It's just it's all disassembled, and you have to put it together. So here is one piece, which looks like to be the back area. It sits right behind Odin, or whoever's on the throne. Get my box knife so I can cut into this tape. So this was basically Christmas present to myself. I also got the Roboskull in, so if the people here are interested in seeing that, I have not opened my Roboskull either. Sorry, I'm trying to be ginger because this is resin, it's not factory plastic, so you do need to treat it with some TLC. It is very well packaged. Alright, so here's the first piece. Ooh, yeah, there's some very delicate corners that you need to be careful of. So those little jagged ends that you get on those corners, you want to be careful when you're unpacking not to snap anything off. Yeah, so far looks very clean. There's just a tiny bit of resin that needs to be trimmed off right there. You probably can't even see it on camera, but oh, I was wrong. It's not this part, it's the stairs. Yeah, so that looks very cool. Yeah, just another little tiny spot there on the lip of the stair. It needs to be trimmed, but overall very, very clean. Don't see a lot of lines. It's very smooth. There's one small line right there that you can't even, camera's not even going to pick it up. So yeah, it looks like factory plastic for the most part. So we'll put that there and move on to the next piece. This is going to be a huge pile of packing material when I get done. And nothing's numbered, so I just have to pull stuff out and start opening it to see what it is. Sorry, this is not going to be the most exciting video. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. Aaron S85, good to see you. Oh, we got 12 people. Nice. Thanks for joining, everybody. Sorry, if anybody was disappointed by last Sunday. I was going to go live, but we had a disaster with one of our aquariums. My girlfriend and I are getting pretty hardcore into fish keeping, and one of the aquariums had some issues that we had to resolved, so I was a little busy taking care of that. Very cool. Yeah, I think the new version is going to be even more detailed. Like the print is going to be a little bit more defined. But this definitely looks cool. That's one of the corner pieces. It sits up off to the side. Looks like this would be the right side. Okay. I'll move my chair out of the way. That's kind of obnoxious. There we go. Move him in the back. All right, let's move on to the next piece. Here's the other side. Again, very well packed. I also have the Fantastic car from Toy.Blocks as well, and that also came very well packed. So he does a great job of protecting the items in the box. This looks like, oh wow, this is just one. This thing is massive. This is just one of the corner pieces. And it's not super heavy, which is nice. Hollow inside. Yeah, it's like that. The little edge there is kind of rough, so I think, like I said, this is an early production model, so the final version is probably going to be cleaner than that. I'm going to assume this is the right side. I'll stick that there for now. I'm kind of hoping he's got a diagram included to show you what piece goes where, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I just don't want to try and put something in the wrong slot and then break it or warp it, get it jammed in there and then not be able to take it apart. This looks like a little bit of resin dust in there, not much. Okay, yeah, there's the logo for Innovation Model. That's his design partner. I think Innovation Model does all the 3D sculpting, and then Toy.Blocks does the actual printing, and then they, go back and forth about making adjustments. And that's going to be back here. Fortunately, I've watched his reels enough times on IG, so I'm pretty familiar with this thing already without actually having hands on it until now. There's the other side. Yeah, this side printed a little bit cleaner. A little like beak. Let's go on this side. these really nice air mattress things that used for shipping. I really like those. Oh yeah, so the bottom, the majority of the throne is already assembled. That's a huge piece. Holy Moses. Look at this thing. Whew. Now this is like good, I don't know, 7, 8 pounds maybe. This is hefty. This is like, what would I compare it to? Like the weight of a couple cantaloupes, maybe. Yeah, it's girthy. Bigger than a football. Bigger than a rugby ball. I don't know if it's two pieces that are hooked together. Just some resin. This resin there. Oh, there is something in here. What is that? Is that more just loose resin? Oh, okay. So yeah, there are loose pieces. This is the bottom of the throne. So that slides up and down. So I don't know if that makes it adjustable or it's just to accommodate the bottom piece. But yeah, it's very clean. There's like really I don't see any kind of jagged edges or weird sculpt lines or anything. If that's showing up on camera well. That detail. Very nice. All right, so probably gonna need to move Odin off camera for a moment. He's a chunky boy. This thing is huge. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that pops. That's like so easy. It's like a child could do it, you know? Probably, I say that, and then what you probably want to do is put these second pieces on first. Yep. Again, if you include instructions, I haven't found them yet, so I'm just doing this all ad hoc right now. Now this feels a little tight. Pull this one off. Let's see if that slide in. Okay. That one is a little bit off. There we go. Yeah, I think it needs just a little bit of sanding, I think. The tolerance is just a little bit off on that side. Again, I think all these minor issues will be tweaked out before the final version gets shipped out to you. That one goes in nice and smooth. There. All fits nicely, a little puzzle. And one other piece. Oh, is it probably for the maybe this is like a cushion? Piece of chunk of resin. Maybe this is like a cushion for him to sit on. That's what I'm guessing. And let's see if there's anything else in here. I think that's it. Not to be completely certain. This is how big the box is, by the way. You know, 19 by 14 by 17. Very good sized box. Fits in there perfectly with lots of padding. Comes with this nice bed of bubble material. So, yeah, this thing could probably take quite a beating and not get damaged in transit unless they just completely crush the box. But I don't see anything else in here. I think we are good to go. Now I just need to put the back piece on. Okay, that goes on pretty easily. Bring in some loose resin filament. It's like golden hairs. Just want to get that out of the way. Slide it in there. Don't hear any rattling. Okay. Right side. And here's the left side. Yeah, it goes on real smooth. It's not a real super tight. Obviously, you can glue it if you wanted to. I don't know why anybody would, but very nice, very nice. Right. We'll show Odin standing next to it, in front of it. Get an idea of the size. Here he is, just standing on top of it. And we'll sit him down. I just opened Odin, so he's still really stiff. Get him in a sitting pose. These knees are not cooperating. So this is going to be a very ugly pose. I need off-camera strength. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Thank goodness he has a soft goods cape. Man, he's got stiff joints. Ah. And he's losing his hair / helmet. I think I'm gonna take the cushion out. I probably needs the cushion. But it's nice that you have options because you may not want to use this for Odin. You might want to use it for something else. And that's a really cool design feature. You're not stuck with just that one size. It's not a one size fits all type of setup. Yeah, let's see if I can rotate it towards the camera a little bit. There we go. Very cool. Okay, let me catch up with these comments here. How much did this set you back? I think I saw something on Etsy for $400. How deep, wide, and tall? Philip, I got my tape measure right here, so I'll get that for you in a second. I don't even think any of my cabinets have enough space for that thing. Yeah, that is definitely an issue for some. I know I'm a huge procrastinator, but also have got a lot. I'm going to have a massive Asgardian display, so I've been investing in other shelving so that I can put, like, I'm going to try to put all my Asgardians together, and it's going to be a big display. Like I have frost giants, and I have Valkyrie on winged horses, and I've got just a ton of shit. So he's going to be the centerpiece of my Asgardian display. I got my tape measure, so I'll give you the answer here in a second. Chad Kinsler, welcome. Art G, good to see you, my friend. To answer your question, this is a early production sample or model. So I did get an amazing deal on this, but it is up for order now, and I believe with shipping it's $560, which is a lot, but it's massive, and that's the same price if you were going to buy the like 2-story building that High School Creations is selling. You're going to pay the same price. So I don't think it's necessarily the size of the overall project. It's the amount of resin and the time it takes to print, and if you have rejections or failures in the print, then you got to start all over again. And how much time and how much resin, how much material are you throwing away? I'm sure it's not cheap. So let me give you the dimensions. Let's see. The base is about 20 inches wide. because this is elevated, it's not sitting on a surface. But if you're trying to sit it in a cabinet, obviously, and you want the back, you can take this back off too. So if you're trying to save space, you can remove this crest piece off the back, and that would save you some space. But with the crest on the back, you're looking at probably another 4 inches. So 24 inches in the back, 20 inches in the front. So that's the width. Depth-wise, you're looking at probably at least 18 inches, so that you have a little bit of space in the front and back, but that's not going to give you a whole lot. Yeah, you're talking maybe a ½ inch on the front and back, so 18 front to back, and then at its highest point, probably 13.5 tall. Yeah, so the back of the base, because you could, it wouldn't look very good, but you could take these off if you wanted. That's probably going to be 15.5 inches wide in the center. So, yeah, it is not small. Let me get another. Let me put a Thor that's not even Odin's son Thor. Just the first Thor that I had nearby, and I grabbed. It's Eric Matheson. I forget the hell's character's name. Yeah, so he is pretty damn massive. Laser pants. That's ridiculous. Ridiculously cool. Yes. Here is my kit bashed She-Hulk. I think she's about the same height as Thor. Yes, she is about the same height as Thor. There you go. God, I don't have any small figures in here. Oh, I lied. I have, how about Nebula from the MCU? She's kind of a 6-inch tall figure. Of course, she's not going to want to stand. She's got those terribly skinny legs. There you go. And not the best feet. Yeah, so there she is. Standing closer. There you go. Yeah, so this thing is very massive. Again, it's what I say, 24 deep or wide. No, I think it was 24 wide at the top. Yeah, 24 wide at the top. About 18 deep. And base is about 20 inches at the front of the base. The back of the base, I think, is about 15 and a half. Yeah. And again, are about 14 inches in the back. And if you take that off, it's a little more than 8 inches high. I'd say, yeah, 8.5 inches high in the back. But obviously, if you can have somebody as big as Odin on there, you're going to need at least 12 inches. So, I mean, you could fit it in a display cabinet. It just has to be a huge display cabinet. Move all this packing material out of the way. But yeah, this definitely takes up a shit ton of real estate. Wow, now I'm starting to really wonder if I'm gonna have enough room for my where the hell I'm gonna put it, because if I put it on the top of this case, that is only 12. Yeah, that's only 12 inches deep. And yeah, I would have to hang off the front or hang off the back. That's gonna look ridiculous. This other case I have over here, that's 17. So that's a maybe. That's 14 and a half high, which is just barely. So I think I might have to stick it over there, or actually on top of my desk, on top of this computer desk. That's probably going to be where it goes. So yeah, Philip, it is enormous. The thing is about as tall as a universe frost giant. I think the frost giant. I think frost giant might be 14 inches. And thank you, Laser Pants, for the super chat. Let's see, 24, 18, 13. I would say more like 14 inches tall, Philip. Yeah, you need some big ass cabinets. Toy.Blocks, yeah, thank you, sir. Got to buy $1,000 case to put it in. Yeah, well, I fortunately have this computer desk has got a really nice shelf over the top of it. So I was planning on putting Mythic Legions up there because I have those trolls. But yeah, those trolls are gonna have to find another place to live because this thing is so massive. Yeah, that's probably the only place I have in here for it to go. But totally worth it, man. This thing is a piece of art for sure. Beautiful, beautiful. It's funny is it looks tiny right here until you see it in person, and it's it's almost the entire length of my arm deep, and wide. I know Toy.Blocks showed it in one of his reels that his arm was not as long as the thing is wide. So like I was telling people, you can take this piece off if you don't have the space for it. That'll save you a couple inches on each side, but it's still, you're looking at least 20 inches. And it's like another 2 inches on that side and another 2 inches on this side, which gives you the 24. But yeah, it's definitely not for a cramped space. It will not fit in a DTOF at all. Yeah, what did I say? This is like 14. Yeah, it's close to 15 inches wide, just the round part of the base. So I think a DTOF is only what, 12, 14. It's like 14 inches. So yeah, this would not even come close to fitting in a DTOF. How do you guys interested in seeing the Roboskull? I haven't unboxed that yet. That didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to do to unpack all the parts of the Odin throne. I think for copyright reasons, Toy.Blocks is calling it the All-Father throne. So if you go on Etsy and you search for All-Father throne, you'll find it that way. But don't look for Odin throne. It's probably not going to show up that way. Yeah, let's see if we can move this over and have a size war between the throne and the Roboskull. Since I planned to stream for like an hour, give me an excuse to open up the Roboskull, which I waited 3 years for. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to whip out Odin's ravens. Stick them up here. I don't think they're going to balance that well. How's that one? Yeah, that one looks pretty good. Nice. That looks pretty cool. They're pretty precariously sitting on there, but let's see. What are these other questions? I'll get you a Doom throne for the holidays. That one that fits in the DTOF, no problem. Nice. Oh, all Norse mythology is public domain. Yeah, that's a good point there, Laser Pants. MCM London, Dwight said they were looking at adding more Thor villains to the roster. Curse was mentioned, but he asked us what body would suit him. He could scale with Odin or any ideas. Well, number one is Executioner. We need a Scourge more than anything. Like, they gave us 2 Enchantress figures, and we still don't have Scourge except for the Marvel Universe version. And of course, we need, we won't even get into a lot of the Asgardians that we still need, but shit. I always forget the name of that one. Is it Magog? We still need Magog. I mean, there's just tons. I mean, The Surtur we have is okay. I mean, he's pretty good size, but yeah, we would need like a giant man size Surtur, which I know nobody's gonna. If they were to do a Kickstarter or a HasLab for it, there's not enough people that are Thor nerds like me that would go for it. But yeah, move this out of the way. Yeah. Let's open this Roboskull. Did anybody else besides Chad? It's Chad. Pull the trigger on the Roboskull. Pretty sure that Laser Pants did not. Sorry, I was trying to find a place to put some trash. There we go. Yeah, garbage can in here. Yeah, it's pretty funny that Bobby was able to put out the Vanguard in about half the time that it took to make this Roboskull. Hopefully it's worth it, because that's pretty ridiculous to wait 3 years. I was starting to get impatient, but sounds like it was worth the wait from the reviews that I've seen. That I think there were a lot of bugs that they had to fix, and I would much rather wait and get something that's really good quality than get a giant man with eyes that don't look straight, or a Sentinel with jacked up, or actually not Sentinel, Galactus with the jacked up joints. Oh my goodness, this is a big box. Big ass box. Very cool artwork as well. Sorry, Toy.Blocks, I'm blocking your beautiful creation. Trying to find where this bag opens. Something's rattling around in there. Unlike the toy, the Odin throne, nothing was rattling around in there. I can't remember how much. I want to say this thing was like. Well, I just ordered the stand for it, so I think with the stand it ends up being like $300 or over $300. I don't know what this thing is going for. I'd like to get the Vanguard next to the All-Fathers. I do not have the Vanguard. As much as I wanted it, I have way too many vehicles as it is, so I just have to. I had to put my foot down with Giant Man and everything else that I have that's waiting to fill up this room. I just didn't have a place to put. I don't have a lot. Well, I have a pretty good collection of classified Joes and Valaverse figures, but that's really not a huge focus. I want to just pull this out, but kind of afraid when I heard something rattling in there. Very nice. This is like the what is it called? The blueprints, maybe? The poster. I remember watching Chad's unboxing, and these things like really take in there. Man, I really need to cut down on the pumpkin pancakes. There's a lot of tape on this thing. Oh, it's one of the effects pieces. That's what's rattling around. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. Blast effects. Is it one to one? It's loose. Okay, got all the tape. But sorry, if anybody is just tuning in now, I'm opening my my Roboskull. So you're getting a 2-for-1. Oh, my God. Yep, that's the loose one. Sorry, it's probably like the most boring live stream you've ever watched. Need to quit being cheap and get some broadcast software so that I can have guests on the on these live streams with me. Very cool, very cool. I can't remember. Ryan, did you say you got one of these or not? Oh, he did. He said it arrived yesterday. Nice, nice. Yeah, and we have the same idea that I actually do want to use this for my Red Skull. A lot of people, I think Bobby even laughed at Ryan for wanting to do that, but I don't care. I think it's cool. I think it's something that Red Skull would do. You know, he's kind of a egomaniac. It's like, I want to design a ship that looks like me. Yeah, I should probably whip out the instructions to put this thing together, but very cool. I am not a 3 3/4 inch scale collector, so this is what I'm in for. It's a 6 inch. So yeah, you can see at least the cockpit for the Roboskull next to the Odin throne. Who can say they have both, huh? Come at me, bro. Oh my God, more tape. Tape on tape on tape. Nobody wants to see your bald head, Ortiz. Ryan, did you unbox your Roboskull yet? Drone making it look small. Yeah, you're right. No denying that, man. Everything looks small next to this throne. God damn, tape in the corners too? This is like a Mattel purchase. They put so much tape on their fucking packages. Okay. It's like all the accessories. I'm making a huge mess in here between the throne and this thing. I just want to put the wings on. So I can put it next to the throne. All right, there's one side. I don't want to assume they put, okay, right. I'm assuming that's the cockpit's right. I hope these things are keyed so you can't put them on wrong. Somebody's probably yelling at me right now. You're doing it wrong. Oh, we lost a Raven. There you go. Let's get these effects out of the way. Oh, those are the eyeballs. Yeah, I don't want to use those. I want to use the machine gun eyes. I much prefer the Gatling guns. Sorry. Anybody have any questions? People really have no idea till they have one in hand. Yeah, for sure. This thing looks small on camera, and then when you see it in person, you're like, man, it's massive. I mean, it's like probably 4 feet away from the camera. Out. Sorry, Bob. Alright. Got the wings out. Let's crack open these instructions and see before I go breaking something. with the decals. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Probably not going to put on any of the decals, to be honest. I don't know. I might put a couple on there. Let's see. No idea what that is, but it looks sick. Oh, you're talking about the Roboskull? Yeah, man. 3 years I've been waiting for this damn thing. It's a reimagining of an old school toy that was popular in the 80s. So this is the Mark II. So it's the modern version of that thing. Oh, White Vegeta got both the regular and the special edition. I just got the regular version, and I ordered the armor. I think it's going to look even better with the armor on it, and we just have to wait until that ships. So I did just order the flight stand, so that one I'm supposed to get it, I think, next Friday. So that'll be cool. Oh, okay. So I think Ryan is answering my question about if he has unboxed his, and he said not yet. Found the machine gun eyes to be a little tough to push in all the way, but satisfying once I did. So White Vegeta, once you get those machine guns in the eye sockets, does it feel like you're never going to get them out? I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to put those glow-in-the-dark bombs in there, but yeah, I'm just curious. Let's see. Why did the Skull ship have so much traction? Is it from some IP? No, it's just a remake of a vintage toy from the 80s. So I never had it. I think it was only available in the UK. I think it was a British property. So I don't know too many people here in the States that knew anything about the original Roboskull. I could be wrong, but the original Roboskull was a UK action force, yeah, in the early 80s. So they didn't have G.I. Joe in the UK. They had Action Force, and so this was under the same banner as Action Force in the UK. It's an OG Action Force vehicle. Yep. Let's see. So much stuff to unbox in the last 3 weeks. Yeah, I feel you, man. I have shit tons of stuff that's just been piling up. So it's gonna feel like Christmas for sure if I open more toys. Just been grinding every waking hour. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, for sure. Sounds cool. What happened to the Triple C podcast? Basically, most of my friends that were on the show with me became dads, so they just got too busy, doing dad stuff. So, like Michael Wisman is a dad, and Punker Mike's a dad, and so their kids are like they're like in kindergarten now. So we might be able to have a show every once in a while, like once a year or something like that. But yeah, they're just busy doing their own thing for the most part. The DMC, most of his kids are, I think, like in high school now, so I think he's starting to get more free time. But yeah, just been busy raising kids, I guess. My daughter is in college, so let's see. Yes, the eyes can come back out. You may want to round the very edge to make it a little slide in a little easier. Okay, cool. Fucker Mike pops in here and there for sure. Just want to see what's up. Yeah, I mean, we still chat every once in a while, but for the most part, most of those guys don't collect really hard anymore. I think me and the DMC are still pretty big Marvel Legends collectors, but the rest of those guys, like Wisman, will still pick up stuff here and there, and like mostly Spider-Man related stuff. But yeah, most of those guys really pump the brakes hard on collecting. I know the DMC kind of took a break for a while from collecting, so he's actually trying to like catch up now with some stuff. But yeah, I'm like the only one that's been kind of going full force with most Legends. But yeah, it's getting really expensive, and it's starting to run out of room. So I only anticipate probably doing this maybe another couple years. I'm hoping I can complete some of the teams that I really want to finish, and then that'll probably be it for me. Yeah, these instructions are good, not great. It says, note that each wing has L or R for side specific. Well, okay. Who is telling me? White Vegeta, are these things keyed so that you can't put the wrong wing on the wrong side? Or that's still a possibility. I mean, I'm assuming that R is for the actual right side. See, that's upside down. Assume this is the left. It says L for left, and this is the vehicle's left. Top view. It's honestly not very helpful. Looks like it wants to go in like that. Should not be that hard. I used to assemble servers for IBM, and that was easier than trying to figure this shit out. Because it looks like it would just go in there like this, but it doesn't line up. I mean, you could put it on there. Oh, okay, it is keyed. Did I? Yes, okay. I've been selling most of my double characters. Yeah, I have so much shit to sell that I've just been too lazy. Oh, come on. All right. There we go. My drill sergeant used to tell us, man, don't let the weapon kick your ass. When we were doing the drilling ceremony, that was the hardest part of basic training. Just so ridiculous. Trying to get everybody just to move and do the same movements at the same time. A bunch of morons. Okay. Very nice, very nice. So now we can put it, let's fold these out straight. Next to the throne. Yeah, it still looks small next to this throne. That's crazy. Rotate it towards the camera a little. Crazy. As high as it goes, I guess. Take this puny ass 3 3/4 inch canopy out of here, cockpit seats. Put in the 6-inch seat. Now I gotta change the title of this video to Roboskull. Both. Cool. That went in pretty easy. I should have grabbed a Red Skull, but I didn't know that I was going to have time to do this. I could put Nebula in there. Where did I put that skinny bitch? She would definitely want to fly this. Oh yeah, she has tons of room in there. You guys see her in there? Going for a ride. Very cool. Machine guns. I gotta find the machine guns. Guns. Ugh. Yeah. I found the notch. Thanks, Vegeta. Hey, it's Wisman. We were just talking about you. Busy being a dad and now a dog owner. Yeah, we were just talking about Triple C. Wisman's your kid in kindergarten or first grade now? Looks like a ship you would see the Doom guy fight. Kinder, okay. Yeah. Kids, they grow up so fast. Let me see if I can find those machine guns. Oh, and then there's the guns that go under the chin. I haven't decided if I want to put those on or not. It goes this way. But I definitely want those machine guns in the eyes. Anyways, favorite sound. Removing toys from plastic. And they don't appear to be keyed. It's just a hexagon shape. It doesn't look like there's a left or right. It's just it's like the same mold. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to push too hard. I'm so blind. Oh yeah. That is a tight tolerance, man. Definitely feels like you need to heat up the. It's both hard plastic. I guess it's softer on the skull side. There we go. Yay. That is tight. Grab my girlfriend's hairdryer. Can you imagine a kid trying to get this in there? Nothing makes grown men look weaker than toys, assembling toys. Yeah, man, that is just super tight. I'm just gonna have to do that later. Okay. That chin gun. I like that they made it optional. Kind of afraid to put it on because I don't know that if I want to keep it. It's with the chin gun or without. Definitely looks more tough with the chin gun. There we go. There's a nice satisfying top. Cool. Okay. My thumb so sore after trying to get that shit in there. Yeah, it does look like a TIE fighter from hell, exactly. Yeah, it's like Red Skull watched Star Wars and he was like, "Give me one of those, but make it a skull." Swappable chair, both. Yes, correct. 1/12 and 1/18 scale. You can do either one. It comes with a pilot, and they gave him a head sculpt of the guy who designed the original toy. Bob Reekin, I think is his name. Tony and Bobby are a lot more familiar with this guy than I am because I don't know hardly anything about the original toys. But looks cool. God, it's hilarious to like go to toy shows and you see vintage GI Joes, and they're just so tiny compared to 6-inch. Like this guy even looks big compared to what I remember GI Joes looking like, and they're like so tiny in your hand now. When you were a kid, they felt like they took up most of your hand, but now they're just like. But this actually looks pretty big, so you can fit 2 of these type of figures in there with the dual seats. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep him in the package, and he's not going anywhere. It's called a Blood Wolf pilot. I did order the 6-inch scale figure. Kind of looks like a little bit like Ultron. So I'm excited to get that because that looks really nice. Like a bodyguard for Red Skull. That's what I'm going to use it for, pretty much. Yeah. Very, very cool. Sorry, I'm looking at the packaging and all the stuff, the accessories, and everything that it comes with. Well, it's almost an hour and a half live with you guys. Sorry it wasn't the most thrilling unboxing, but hopefully you got all your questions answered as far as the Odin throne or the All-Father throne. That pose could be a little better. His feet could be planted better, but yeah, he fits in there quite comfortably, and I'm extremely happy. I think it's a really nice gold that's not the exact same color as Odin. I like that there's still some contrast between him and the throne, so he just doesn't completely melt away in there. Yeah, I'm very very happy with my purchase. Now time to just make some space for this gargantuan thing. Yeah, very little needs to be done as far as touch up. There's like just a very slight places where there's some extra resin still cleaning on, but pretty sure that the final version will not have those, or have very few of those types of defects. Looks awesome. Yeah. So far, yeah, the only place that it's was a little bit difficult to get in was this piece here. Didn't want to line up. It's still a tiny bit wompy jawed at the bottom, but probably just need to start over, get it lined up, or just take a tiny bit of sandpaper to it to get that going a little bit smoother. Yeah, exactly. I need to fill those display cases, but that is for another day. Cool. It's just the throne fit in a DTOF, not even close. No, it will not fit in the DTOF at all. The base, the front of the base is 20 inches, and the inside of a DTOF is 14. So will not fit in I've got a Billy bookcase over here in this corner, and I think width-wise it would fit fine, but it's I don't think the depth. I don't think the depth would allow it. Maybe if you took the back piece off, it might fit. I think those are maybe, I don't know if it's 14 or 16 inches deep, the shelf, but yeah, I think it's 19 inches from the back to the front. It's like 18 and a half or something like that. So, or a little more than 8, or just about 18. But okay, how many did people? We got 34 likes and 18 people watching now. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about it, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll try to get back to you guys when in the next few days. So yeah, I'm glad you guys tuned in, and you guys have a great weekend, and enjoy the holidays, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.